Mohan, if I may ask you, in any global shared service operations, right? What functions do you think are most ready for AI agents, and where do you think human judgment is still very essential?
So most of the times when we meet our clients, right, when we look at our processes or their processes, I feel the agentic AI is ready in most of the areas, but not fully. As Gurung said, in each and every area, there are parts of activities which can completely taken over by agentic AI, right? So in that sense, I would not say there is one single process which can be fully overtaken by agentic AI. But everywhere there are certain critical human decisions are required. Now, if I say the cash applications in order to cash, maybe about 70% can be overrun by the agents, right? Similarly, in the billing, about 30 to 40%. In collections, you have about 50 to 60%. Primarily, you can let the agents to do your sending automated statements, dunning activities, and all of those collection activities for your low value customers who are low risk customers. But any area which has this repeatable patterns and which has your you know repeated tasks and which comes out with the clear decisions is something which agents can take over. But what we still see where human dependency is, say in taking a heavy credit decisions where the customer is on a borderline of a credit and some decision has to be made and some strategies has to be built around your premium customers and your pricing validations to be done. So those are still the areas which we still see as the challenges for agentic AI to be taken over. They are still judgmental and some decision has to be made by human. So overall, it's not anything which is executable and clearly decision outcome can be taken over by agents, but rest the negotiations and all of those things should be still done by humans is what we believe.
What, just coming from Sunil's question, right? What gaps do you see in today's shared services workforce? And how do you think organizations should think about reskilling to handle these exceptions? And we also know how big Teleperformance is in the market in this space, right? Yeah. So that's why for you.
So when it comes to those gaps in shared services, right, especially when it comes to a skill, so we see a lot of functional expertise in the shared services environment. People there for quite some time and they know exactly how their process works, what are the exceptions that they could come across and how to handle them. So they're very strong in the functional skills, but with this evolving technology, right? I mean, somewhere how to work in an AI augmented operating model, right? I mean, that's some skills which we're missing. When I talk about key skill gaps, now, someone knows how to manage the exceptions, but they would not be able to investigate why this exception is coming back to me, right? And they might not have a knowledge on, they might lack a knowledge on how to manage the AIs, right? How to supervise them, right? How to read the insights which is coming from AI. How do I take the data and how do I interpret to my process? So these are some areas which I feel in a shared service environment which should be equipped. So some of the reskilling what we need to do for the existing employees is or an existing shared service skill set is moving from an analyst to we need to probably move them as an exception management because most of the analysts the routine task will be taken over by agents and they should be start learning the exceptions from AI and they should start handling the exceptions. And also we need to move from team leaders to an AI supervisors. Rather, monitoring your people work, you should start monitoring and understanding your AI outputs, how it comes. And probably we also should train them how to give the effective instructions to or prompts to AI agents to get the desired outcomes, right? And we should probably train the employees on data interpretation. So it's not about looking your AR report or it's not about looking your unapplied report. It's more of you looking at the output of AI in a data form and how we could leverage that. So those are some skills which probably should be reorganized in the shared services environment.
That's very insightful. Thanks. Srikanth, a lot of times we get this thing saying that, work jobs are going to disappear, roles are going to disappear. That seems to be a very scary thought in a lot of our minds and the next generation. But, from someone like you, what new roles do you think will emerge in the next 2 years or 3 years with the advent of AI and agentic AI?
Well, some of the new roles I could think about is obviously you're training your employees to work with agents. So your agentic AI trainers will be one of the roles which could emerge. Um, and I could think about probably your how are you going to supervise your AI agents? So those AI supervisors are going to emerge, and maybe an end-to-end AI operating someone who could design a techno function roles, who has an awareness of process and also the awareness of technology, who could design the end-to-end AI operating model. So these are some roles which probably will emerge. And some of the roles which could shrink, I would say, is it's not going to eliminate, but which could shrink is your manual cash posting activities, your billing validation activities, your handling low value customer activities. So these are some roles which might shrink because this is something which we see that agentic AI has potential to take over.
Okay, so if any of the kids are here, you should know what roles to look out for. Shrikant, let me ask you, one task you'd happily let any AI agent take over.
Or the, QA work.
Quality work,
Yeah.
QA work.
Yeah. Sorry.
One misconception about AI you wish that would disappear.
Jobs.
Jobs. One essential skill for the AI-driven workforce.
Someone should have really good questioning skills.
Really good?
Have questioning skills.
Questioning skills.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.